Hi, I'm Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're here to start a new series on the Supermicro 8-node Ryzen MicroCloud, one of my favorite boxes. In this video we're going to specifically focus on processors, but in the video series as a whole we're going to cover processors, RAM, drives, how to update your server, how to set an IP address, plus a ton more. So click that like, smash that subscribe. Let's get going. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the Supermicro 8-node Ryzen MicroCloud. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps in this video, click that like, smash that subscribe. All right, let's hop in. As I mentioned, this video will be specifically dedicated to CPUs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over some just general information about the CPUs that are compatible for this system. Then we are going to show you some of the ones that we recommend, because people ask us all the time, like, hey, you know, which ones do you like? And we break it down and we'll get into all that. And then we're going to show you how to physically install it the proper way. So yeah, there'll be a decent amount going on in this video. Let's just hop into the good stuff. All right, so let's start with some general information. There is one CPU socket. You can see from the blade right here, there's only one heatsink, one CPU socket. It is an AM5 socket, which means it takes AMD Ryzen 7000 series and 9000 series, along with AMD EPYC 4004 and 4005 series. So these are going to be your compatible processors, and you can max out at 16 cores or 32 threads. So what CPUs do we recommend? Well, we like to break it into three categories. We have our low end, our value, and our high end. And really, that's kind of self-explanatory. The low end is going to be more budget friendly, lower specs. Value is going to still be good specs, but cost a little bit more than your budget. And then your high end are going to be the most expensive and the best one. So really, it kind of depends on your application and what you're looking for. All that being said, 4005 has just come out, so we're really just starting to dabble with it and see what people really like and test the waters. But for the Ryzens, I could tell you the 9700X, the 9900X, the 9950X, in particular the 9950X, are all very, very, very popular, and those are some of the most heavily consumed CPUs. So all that being said, eventually people will start to migrate over, but as of right now, the 9950X is by far and away our favorite proc and the one that we see people liking the most. All right, next up, we're going to show you how to install. Before we do that, I'm going to grab my EST gear and be right back.
Hey, this is Mason with Cloud Ninjas, and today I will be showing you guys how to remove an old processor and install a new one into your Supermicro AS-3015MR-H8TNR server. So as you can see, we have everything we need laid out in front of us here. We have our CPUs, a new tube of thermal paste, a clean rag to clean that old thermal paste off the CPU and heatsink, and a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the heatsink. First, we will begin unscrewing the heatsink starting here, and then go back here, then here, and here. That will be the order of screws to loosen and unscrew from the motherboard. And there you go, and now you can lift it straight up, and that's how you remove the heatsink. So go ahead and set that to the side so we can clean this old thermal paste off later. Now as you can see, this old processor is still in the socket, and we'll need to remove it. Go ahead and press down on this lever here, and then move it to the side and up to unlock the bracket securing the CPU. And then we'll go ahead and lift up on this bracket as well to get access to the processor. Now you can just lift the processor up and set it to the side. To the side of the enclosure, we will go ahead and use our clean rag and clean all this old thermal paste off of the heatsink and CPU. It's important to clean these to the side of the blade and the enclosure. You don't want any of that old thermal paste flaking off into the socket pins or the DIMM slots, which will be a big headache, and you might even need a replacement blade. So just make sure to clean your CPU and heatsink to the side of the blade and enclosure. So now we are back in our blade, and we will go ahead and take a look at the CPU we want to install. You want to look for this gold triangle located in the corner here, and you want to match it with the triangle on the motherboard here. Now that we have located the triangles and know where to place the processor, let's go ahead and set the new CPU in the socket following the triangles. Then set the bracket down, and then push this lever down and then under that metal tab to secure the processor. Next, let's grab our new tube of thermal paste and uncap it and apply it to our CPU. This will start a war in the comments section. Some say that we use too little, some say that we use too much, but really you want to make sure that you have a nice even balance, because if you put too much, that paste will leak out and get into the CPU pins or the DIMM slots or the motherboard in general. And it's going to be a really big headache for you to clean, and you might even end up getting a replacement blade for it. So if you don't want to go through that big headache, then go ahead and just make sure you apply a nice even balance on top of that CPU. All right, so next let's go ahead and place our heatsink on top and begin screwing it to the motherboard. Same way that we unscrewed it, we're just going to do it in reverse. So you've done it. You have successfully installed a new CPU into your Supermicro AS-3015MR-H8TNR MicroCloud server. Hey, do us a favor, click that like button and smash subscribe. If you're looking for any custom-built Supermicro, Zeus, Gigabyte, ASRock, Dell, HPE, we do it all. We have both new and refurbished, so give us a call or email us at sales@cloudninjas.com. That's sales@cloudninjas.com. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by.